Okay, so today for my 2 cents, we got this all-in-one HP from Easy Pawn here in Colorado. Now the great thing about this is you pay a little fee when you buy it, and if anything happens in 6 months, I get credit to buy anything else I want. Full price I paid for this. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to wipe the entire hard drive. We're going to add a new system. Now anything that you wanted, obviously make a new folder. Here you can see I titled my new folder 12344, and you'll see the C drive right here where it says desktop to the letter C. That's my drive for this computer. Now G in the folder you see, it's copying all these files that I have on this PC, and I'm copying them to an external hard drive. Now what that means is it's basically a portable storage device. So I'm putting all my information that I hold of value off of this because I'm going to wipe it, and I'm putting it on a portable hard drive that you can get $50 to $100 for a fairly big one. Now we're going to end up taking this all off, putting a new system on it. Just basically, when they give you a computer from the get-go, it tends to have a lot of, you might want to call it bloatware. Basically, imagine programs. Imagine if you got in your car and it decided to say, hey, would you like me to turn you on? Put the key in me and start. Would you like to check the horn? Would you like to check the gas? Would you like to check the tires? Would you like to check anything else? Blah, blah, blah. So what we say is, heck no. We don't need all that. That's filler. So we want a basic system, just like you want a basic car. You don't need all the bells and whistles. You just want something that runs good, and runs all your programs. You don't need to know when there's an update available by having the computer constantly monitor online for you. It's just a waste of internet, basically your bandwidth. You don't want to use everything up. And if you have all these checks that are checking for updates and checks and new programs, and well, you know what? If you do it right to begin with, you'll be able to check for an update, let's say once a week. The world is not going to end if you don't get that update right away. Give you an example. There was a, well, we won't name them, but there was a antivirus security company out there who sent out an update, and it just happened to be, it opened up an ability to give you a worse virus. So millions of people were vulnerable to this simply because they ran out and set it to automatic updates because they had to get the greatest, most efficient update they could possibly get. Well, sometimes when they update, they mess it up. And it's not always in the beta testing that it happens. Sometimes, unfortunately, as messed up as it sounds, when you buy a product, they let you become the testers, and you're basically market research, and thanks for paying for the item at the same time. But we're going to show you how to just put a basic system on here, Windows 7, have a good time doing it, and not be stressed out about it. So here's step one. Copy everything over, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so we have our DVD in. So we're going to reboot Windows. This is my hard drive. As you can see. Oh, hold on. Press any key. Then we're going to go to Setup English, not Chinese. Again, this is PC and monitor all-in-one that HP made. Even has built-in Wi-Fi. A nice little setup. Now after we've clicked the system that we have. On this one we have Windows 7 Pro, and we're going to accept the license. It's also 64-bit. Now we're going to go to custom because for some odd reason they like to add all these basic backups and to not send you the DVD recovery for one. And this, basically, if you can see, it's adding up. It just stores more and more information. I don't need recoveries and blah blah blah. So what we're going to do is go to advanced options. We're going to delete. See unallocated space. We're going to delete factory image. We're going to delete partition system 1. Notice nothing bad's happening. Now we're down to this. Total size, free space. If you notice it's all clear. Deleted, formatted. There we go. We're going to next. Now we got one hard drive. Now it's going to copy the Windows files. Then it's going to open those and expand them. Then it's going to install the features. Install some updates if you're connected to the internet. And you're going to complete installation. So we'll come back when it's all done to there. Okay, so on the all-in-one HP, it's going to ask you for your main name you want to use. Then it's going to ask you for a password. Now, I don't like putting in a password. I don't have any secrets or anything, so I'm just going to click next. I'm going to use the recommended settings, sure. Now, I'm not in Pacific time, so obviously I'm going to change that. I'm going to go to Mountain Time. Date and time are the same. So now it's finalizing my settings. Then all those things that I backed up, the files and drivers, we're going to reinstall them. So I'm going to hook back up my hard drive and get the files off that. Now I'll be right back. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Install all your updates. Bluetooth and everything is all set up. We're going to install it, update just like you normally would, and you have a running system. Any questions, feel free to message. It's my 2 cents.